The problem with buying real estate just for the purpose of real estate, like land that could be developed someday just for appreciation solely, is that generally land doesn't appreciate that much. I mean, generally goes, a little bit more than the inflation rate, but sometimes not too much more. And also you got to realize there's taxes. So a few years ago, I bought this piece of property down in Florida. I'm really glad I did buy it though, but I'm just warning, if you do buy a property, you do want to keep these things in mind. First of all, if you don't buy it outright in cash, you probably shouldn't buy it. I bought mine outright in cash, so that's why I bought it, and I probably wouldn't have if I didn't. And second of all, you have like a few hundred worth of taxes each year that you're going to buy. The good thing about the property in Florida, it's got timber on it. About every 25 years they harvest that out. So I will, I'll get a few thousand off of that. But I mean, like I said, it's about $500 a year for me, basically going to nothing. And I mean, I rarely ever go down there. I'm glad I got it just for the fact that it was a good learning experience, and it was it's just cool to say you own property, I suppose. But if you're looking at it from an investment standpoint, I've invested in the stock market, I've invested in real estate, and the stock market is a whole heck of a lot better, simply because a lot of stocks pay dividends. So I mean, you might make $500 a year in dividends rather than spending $500 a year in taxes, plus the amount the dividend will, or the amount the stock will appreciate over time, go up in value, is enormous compared to the amount of land. But I suppose stocks do have a lot of risk to them. Land doesn't generally. Generally it'll go up a few percent each year, appreciation-wise. But I mean, stocks, there's a lot more risk associated with. So I figured, being a younger guy, I'd like something that I'd have for 30, 40 years plus, that I would just be able to hold on to, that would go up similar to inflation, and I'd be able to get a few hundred or a few thousand off of the timber each year. But I didn't, it's kind of hard to realize the amount of taxes you'd spend, out of that amount of time. That'd be about half of if I hold it for 30 years, that's going to be about half of what I paid for it just in taxes.